What's up, everyone? Scott the TroutHammer here. We're back on the Willamette fishing for smallmouth bass. Finally got Steve on the channel with me. Told you guys I'd get him on here eventually. This guy is my Obi-Wan for bass fishing. But tell my audience a little bit about yourself, Steve.
I've been fishing for 41 years, bass fishing specifically for 33. I live, eat, sleep, and breathe fishing.
So we're throwing around pretty much moving baits. Baits make a lot of noise. Right now we're throwing around crankbaits. You know, I've been throwing around some jerk baits also, trying to find where the fish are. Steve's already got one, but we're gonna keep fishing until we can't fish no more.
Yeah, I have one of my guys who fishes tournament stopped in yesterday, and we were talking, and I told him I was catching some out here, and he said, "Yeah, on what?" I said, 3/4 ounce gravel trap, and he just looked at me and said, "How big?" He said, "Yeah, 3/4. Isn't that kind of big?" I said, "Apparently not."
Well, the one I caught last night had the body of an 8-pound largemouth, mouth of a 2-pound largemouth. Biggest smallmouth I've ever seen. You know, made me want to check the accuracy of my scale again, because it said it was 2.5 pounds, and that fish felt a lot heavier than 2.5 pounds. But I went home, put a 2.5 pound weight on it. It said 2.5 pounds. Yeah, the one I caught yesterday, it was just like the first big one I caught out of Freeway Lakes last year. Cast out toward that second clearing there, let it fall for about 3 seconds. Go to reel in, and I immediately feel resistance, like I was pulling up a bunch of hydrilla. So I'm just reeling. I'm feeling the weight. Like, all right, I just got a bunch of plants on here, and as I'm reeling, I'm noticing that my line's going to my right. So I set the hook, and then the drag starts burning out, and I go, okay, I've got a big fish. And I only had the drag set to 1 pound on this reel, so it burnt out. As soon as I set the hook,
Yeah, and I don't set mine by poundage. I just set mine by how hard I pull. And usually it takes at least a 3-pounder to be able to get drag off me. But typically, if I get a fish taking drag, I know I got a good fish.
yeah, that's what I was using, that Biwa Deuce.
Oh.
You guys got in?
Is that the little guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love the Biwa swim baits.
Yeah.
Tried this for a while. Try the tail gunner. Yeah, that was actually out in the current.
Yep.
Yeah, like 3/4 pound.
Oh no, he'll push over.
Yeah. Still fat one.
Come up a little better. There we go.
Oh yeah. Oh, 1.5.
1.5.
A good smallie.
Better than I thought.
Right down that seam.
Right down that seam. Damn near everyone that I've picked up down here has been on that. And my buddy Austin, when he was drop shotting, was drop shotting that freeway.
All right.
And as long as it was in the current, you'd get a bite. The other place I was getting them, and since the river's dropped, I was getting them back behind there.
Oh yeah.
And now, because the river's dropped and it doesn't have it going down both sides, it's just on the one. You can only see the current on the one side now.
Yeah.
I didn't pick anything up off of that earlier. And I figured I'd try later, later bite, and see if angle of the sun had something to do with that. Because when I was catching them out there the other day, it was cloudy.
Oh, I'm gonna switch to my Bill Lewis. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, and the other thing I'll tell you is if you feel the nose of your bait hitting the top of a sandbar, keep working it and get ready for when it pops off.
So when it comes over that hump, catches the fish off catches the fish by surprise and they just strike it.
They'll come up after. Yep.
Yeah, I always like the way the Bill Lewis digs its nose into the sand. The way it kicks it up
Yeah, I've got
like a crawdad.
I've got Bill Lewis, Excalibur, Cotton Cordell, Live Target, a bunch of no-name brands. I mean, a lot of Lucky Craft.
Lucky Craft makes great cranks.
Yep, that they do. And the Lucky Craft are $5 more a piece. But it just goes to show that bass fishermen that know what they're doing are willing to pay the price for what they need.
Yeah.
To get the job done.
Well, with like any other sport fish, you know, salmon, trout, you know, anything like them, the lures you use are pretty one-dimensional. They almost all do the same thing. Bass fishing is so multifaceted.
It is. And the other thing, too, is that there are so many different ways to utilize a lure.
Yeah.
Other than per se intended use. Like these rattle baits, if we were in a boat, we could actually be sitting here ripping these up and down off the bottom like a jigging stone. You can burn them across the top like a wake bait, you know, slow roll them across the bottom so they tick the bottom, or like in the situation we have here with current, you're just cranking and cranking and cranking to keep them up and moving. You know, and a lot of times when the fish strike these things, you do not feel a bone-jarring whack, you just feel the weight. You know, and again, that's one of the important things about river fishing, about learning the difference between hitting something inanimate and hitting something animate.
Yeah, you know when you got vegetation, it slowly loads up. You don't feel anything move.
Yep.
So here's a tip for you guys looking here in my crankbait tray. So I've got a lot of crankbaits, a lot of different styles, a lot of different colors. And you notice I can pull pretty much any crankbait I want out without them snagging up. The way you can do that is go to the dollar store, get these little tiny rubber bands. They're these little, they're just tiny. They come in packs of like 500. And what you do is you just wrap the hooks together a few times like that, and then it goes nicely back in your box. You can pick them up, move them around. They don't tangle up once you do that. I'll tell you guys the rod I'm using with my crankbaits and jerkbaits, and it's actually really crucial that you use a rod like this. So this is my 7-foot Fenwick medium heavy rod, but this rod has a moderate taper. The tapers the bend in the rod for the action starts somewhere in the middle, and it has that real soft tip. The reason why you want that is you're using not very big treble hooks on crankbaits and jerkbaits. If you have a super stiff rod, a rod that has a lot of backbone, when you go to set the hook on that fish, you're just going to rip holes in the fish's mouth, and it gives the fish a chance to break free. With that softer rod, when you go to set the hook, and the way you want to set the hook with a crankbait or a jerkbait, you don't want to jerk the rod up to set the hook, because that will accelerate the lure. That will drive it further down. All you want to do is sweep across your body and just create tension and then keep that tension. Well, I had something hit it, but it didn't come back to bite it.
If you're lucky, it was just a spot fish that didn't want to get hooked.
Good. Love the Fenwick Eagle. Love the way that thing casts.
Like I said, it's been my best-selling bass series so far.
Yeah, this rod with that CX Premium, once you get the reel dialed in, it casts like melted butter.
I don't know, I've never tried to cast melted butter, so I'll just take your word for that.
I was a cook for a long time. I know what it's like to throw melted butter. Oh, Steve's got another. Nope.
Nope, must have just been a weed. Stop where it shouldn't have been.
Man, where's the rest of the fish?
Probably waiting.
The amount of activity I saw in that slough yesterday.
Well, see, that's another thing that you have to remember about the river. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Biology changes hourly.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, going into fall, well, yes, whether it be a river, lake, whatever, the fish are aggressively feeding, but they're not homebodies like they were in the summer.
Yeah.
They're covering a lot more territory because they need to eat a lot more often in order to put on enough fat reserves to get them through the cold water months.
Mm-hmm.
Not much of a fish, but...
Still kicking my butt.
Like I said, it ain't much of a fish.
Nothing to write home about. But it's a fish.
Yep.
Count it. Had my first hit in a day.
What do you have?
The Biwa Deuce.
Same color?
Yep.
IU color?
Yeah. There we go. Finally. This one's a fighter. Yeah, it is. That's a good fish. Oh, stay down, stay down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that guy. That's a smallmouth. Oh my gosh. That's about as big as the one I caught yesterday. Go weigh this thing. I'm gonna say 2 pounds, 2 1/4. Yeah, I'll weigh him on my scale and weigh him on yours and see if it is my scale that's off. Oh man, that guy is not coming off. Take the pliers to him. Well, this is my second biggest smallmouth I ever caught, a day after the biggest I ever caught. Uh, 1.85 on mine.
Get him. There we go.
1.88 on yours. Oh,
Okay.
pretty accurate then.
Yep.
All right, guys, check that out. That's what I'm talking about.
That's fall fishing.
Yeah. So a quick tip for you guys too, when you get a bass this size, largemouth or smallmouth, if you go to take a picture of it, you want to get a good look at it, don't tilt your elbow down and hold the fish up by the lip. What you want to do is just hang on to the lip, grab the tail of the fish, and hold it by the tail while still holding onto the lip, because these bass, even though they have a real big jaw, they have a real stout jaw, holding them up by the jaw with all that weight does damage the fish. So do this for your pictures, you know, don't damage the cheeks, don't damage the jaw of the fish. All right, so see if this fish needs to recover. Put it back in the water, let it breathe, holding onto the fish, because it's been out of the water for a while. Once you feel the fish bite down on your thumb, yep, just like that. So we know the fish is revived and ready to go. Yeah, but I wasn't even reeling on that bite. It's just, you know, letting it bounce off the bottom, and I could feel when it hit bottom, and there's one time where it didn't. Let's go. Okay, there it is.
Yep, get that cadence going. again, that's one of the things that is so much different in river fishing than lake fishing. Is so often you can have the current doing your work for you.
Yep. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to adjust the weight on this hook, put it right at the nose.
Get more of a nose down feeding attitude.
Yeah. Alright, see if there's in fact a school those size right there.
Heck, Dad, I want grandmama.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Find the old girl. Well, the one I caught yesterday was probably 3-4 inches longer than that one. Got one? Yep.
Whatever reason today, it seemed like stuff with blue flake has made the difference.
Yeah. What kind of lure are you using?
I've got a Yamamoto 4-inch cinnamon with blue flake grub, and earlier I got one on what I would call milky sand with blue flake.
Milky sand.
Yeah. I could go grab one of those for you real quick and let the viewers see that.
Sure.
Be right back.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Ended up getting 3 total on that today, 2 before I came down to fish with you, and so for whatever reason it seems like the blue flake, whether it be in this or the brown that I was fishing with over there, seems to be the common denominator.
Yeah. I think that's actually what this has too. Double check. Yeah, blue flake and the deuce.
Yep. So
Nailed it.
like that you have to be careful, you have to take into consideration.
Yeah.
I call that the devil in the details. Sometimes that littlest, most minutest detail that you overlook is the difference between a good day and a great day.
Yeah. There you go. As soon as I walked away. Ta-da!
You flat ate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he choked that thing down. Yep. I just got nipped. They're playing my song. Well guys, I'm running low on battery life and I'm on my last battery, so I got called early. But great time finally getting out here to fish with Steve. First time in how long we've fished together?
First time we've actually planned to fish together.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times we just like run into each other at one of the lakes around here, but we actually finally planned a trip together. But he's at the Sportsman's warehouse in Albany. If you guys want to go talk to him, learn from him like I did. He's the guy to talk to. Like I said, he's my Obi-Wan. He's my Jedi Master for bass fishing. But thanks for watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe if you're a new viewer also. If you can, also share this video. And as always, tips up, tight lines, have fun fishing.